The need to be liked changes people's behavior more than they realize. It can make people hide who they really are just to gain acceptance. Lockin, mystic, inner world first. The need that most people try to do is gain the approval of other people, chasing validation to fit in society's way of being. But you gotta understand something here. Most people don't actually align with certain people. They want to be around a crowd for a certain type of reason. And most likely it's really just due to them just trying to avoid themselves. Because being nice is very, very performative most of the time. And when you separate the two meanings of kindness and being nice, you start to see there's a difference between the two. Kindness is really more stemming from authenticity than being nice because you want to have a bunch of people around you. And when you're yourself, people have no choice but to show you their true intentions because eventually you're going to catch on to it. What is their motive behind trying to be around you? And of course, you're going to start to gain your own opinion about what's going on here. Tied in, this is tied in with discernment, great discernment, to weave out who you know that are legit and who are not. The term nice guys finish last is a saying for a reason. And it's not a problem being respectful to people and showing others how you would like to be treated in a good way. But when it centers around getting people to give you compliments, give you the satisfaction of being looked at as a good person instead of just actually just being one, because that's who you are, truly. People mistake kindness for weakness, but in reality, that's what oftentimes can change the world by that little thing that someone is trying to do or is currently doing. And it all really just means, well, it all really just depends on your attention behind it. Just this week, when I was talking to a woman and everything like that at the gym. And I remember in the lines of, we was just talking about like how I don't really look approachable, which I understand that, especially given how like, if someone was to see me in person, I I'll be having my natural face on. I don't be smiling ear to ear. Now, of course, like I smile and have a great sense of humor, but I'm not looking to try to prove myself to people that I'm this certain type of person. Because at the end of the day, people are going to make their own assumptions about you anyway. And here's the thing that really stand out that she said. She said that I'm a motivator in the gym, and she never said I was rude or disrespectful. She talked about how people try too hard. I seen it with how men sometimes they be with women and all that. And this just goes back to like the cater around and center around her and try to make sure they do everything right so this woman won't lose interest in them or to gain more interest in her. Well, she gains more interest in him. Another time when I picked up one of these shifts, or when I picked up one of my shifts, and the store manager, like one of his coworkers, and he asked her out, and I'm not sure how that went. She never really told me about that, but she did mention how his actions really started to change slowly. Like he wasn't being as nice to her as he was before, and that's just a experience that is very very common. A lot. It's usually people are just putting on this mask, they putting on this act. It's not authentic. And who knows? I mean, hey, he probably found out like there's no point to actually being this way if she's not gonna like me. Or it could have been something else. But from what she told me, he just started acting different and everything when the the romance or whatever you want to call it didn't really work out between them two. Mm. But when I was at Walmart and my frame and everything like that, if you watch me in a similar, know that I'm fit. I'm very very active, and I talked about it. My frame, my physique, and everything, and my focus, demeanor lets people know like I really don't play games, and they really got to come correct. But here's the thing: when I was in Walmart, I grabbed 2 cases of water, right? And if I was such a bad person, if I was such a mean person and disrespectful, I was such a mean and disrespectful person. This lady, older lady, she couldn't pick up the water. She seen how easily I was doing it. And guess what she decided to do? She asked me. Yeah, do you mind like grabbing a pack of water for me? And I did it because usually just because somebody is smiling all the time, ear to ear, doesn't make them a good person. That's because someone is not smiling all the time. Doesn't mean they're not a bad person. I mean, doesn't mean, oh yeah, doesn't mean they're not a bad person. It's the same thing with people just going to church. Just because you go to church doesn't mean you're a good person. Just because you smoke weed, just because you drink, doesn't mean you're a bad person. At the end of the day, it's really about your morals, your character. It's your identity within you and not outside of you. How you really treat people at the end of the day. Those are more indicators of how someone actually is instead of actually pulling on the act to gain the acceptance of other people. And you can't live your life for other people. And when you live for yourself and you do things for yourself, you automatically think that's the best way to go about it. Because you deep down you will always know I made the decision that I really actually wanted to make, and I did the actions that was intentional for me to do. There's nothing wrong with being respected, but when being liked becomes the god, but when being liked becomes the goal, authenticity often often gets sacrificed. The people who stay true to themselves don't need everyone's approval. I'm gonna pin my ancient codes down in the comments or check out the description. Like, comment, subscribe. We forever locked in. All give praise to the Most High. Send peace and love.